You've been lied to your whole life. Everything you see, feel, and experience, just atoms in motion. But if everything is just tiny, invisible particles bouncing around, where does meaning come from? And if the universe has no purpose, does anything we do even matter? Today, we dive into the mind of Democritus, the man who laughed at the universe and saw the truth before anyone else did. Imagine being so ahead of your time that people literally wanted to burn your books just to shut you up. That was Democritus. Born around 460 BCE in Abdera, he was a philosopher, scientist, and professional cosmic skeptic. He traveled the ancient world, gathering knowledge like a Pokemon master, before dropping one of the most mind-blowing ideas in history. Everything, yes, everything, is made of tiny, indivisible particles called atoms. These atoms are constantly moving, clumping together to form everything from mountains to your messy breakfast burrito. And if you're wondering what holds them together, the answer is nothing, literally. Democritus argued that atoms move through the void, an infinite emptiness that allows them to collide, combine, and create the reality we experience. This flew in the face of philosophers like Parmenides, who said nothing couldn't exist because, well, it's nothing. But Democritus didn't just stop at matter. He went all in on a universe without divine plans or cosmic purpose. No gods pulling the strings, no ultimate goal, just atoms moving according to necessity. He even tried to explain perception through atoms, claiming objects emit tiny effluences that hit our senses and tell our brains what we're seeing, smelling, or, in the case of ancient toilets, desperately avoiding. Despite his genius, Democritus wasn't exactly a favorite at philosopher parties. Plato reportedly hated him so much he wanted his works destroyed, while Aristotle dismissed his ideas for being too materialistic. Ironic, coming from the guy who spent his life defining what makes things what they are. But his ideas lived on thanks to the Romans. Epicurus gave atomism a plot twist by adding the swerve, a random atomic movement that allowed for free will, and Lucretius turned it into poetry in De Rerum Natura. Fast forward a couple of thousand years, and scientists like Galileo, Newton, and Dalton resurrected Democritus's theories, proving that, yes, atoms are real, and yes, they make up everything, including the people who once laughed him off. So why was Democritus known as the Laughing Philosopher? Some say he mocked human ignorance, but maybe he was just chuckling at the absurdity of it all. At how, even today, we're still struggling with the same existential questions he answered centuries ago. Now, I'll leave you to discuss in the comments. If everything is just atoms and void, does free will actually exist? You can support us by subscribing if you haven't already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones, and I'll catch you soon in another video.